Rob. They're mapping out the track, feeling out the grip levels, and getting a sense of how the car's performing today. It's a crucial lap for building confidence.
Watch as Patrick Schwanz takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tyres, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob. They're calibrating everything: the brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
With just 11 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. With just 11 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. There's the first flying lap for D-Max, hitting 1:20.509. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Oi, these practices aren't just a walkabout in the park. It's here that races are often won or lost.
Absolutely. Back home in North Carolina, we emphasize the setup. A few tweaks during practice can lead to major gains on race day.
D-Max has a best lap time of 1:18.998. Patrick Schwanz is in T8. It's time to separate the contenders from the pretenders here at Silkmeadow, as the drivers reverend up their engines and put their skills to the test in the qualifying session. It's an impressive showing by Chris Hill-Duke, currently in 4th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher? A solid qualifying performance by Jack M team, positioning them in 3rd at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners. Currently in 4th, Eric Wolfs has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position. A A solid performance from Sunrider as they currently hold position 2. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid. Sunrider has completed their outlap. And there goes Patrick Schwanz, currently in position 5. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result. Patrick Schwanz has completed their outlap. Incredible performance by Sunrider so far. They have been the benchmark in this qualification session, consistently setting fast lap times and securing the top spot. It's a commanding position for them, and their rivals will be chasing their tail.
Well said, Rob. Sunrider is truly in a league of their own in this qualification session. Their dominant display is a testament to their talent and determination.
Incredible drive by Jack M team so far, earning him 6th on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up? It's a masterclass from Sunrider in this qualification session. They have stamped their authority on the track, setting the pace and currently leading the pack. It's an outstanding performance, and they are making their intentions clear for the race ahead. Sunrider has just completed the lap in 1:17.633. Their best lap so far is 1:17.633, putting them in P1. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Patrick Schwanz has completed their outlap. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. There's a real buzz in the air as Chris Duke secures 2nd.
Right you are, Rob. They've put themselves in a solid spot, but they can't let up now. Staying smooth and focused is key to shaving off those extra fractions. It may be difficult for them to improve further on that. Sometimes trying too hard makes you slower. They need to drive smooth and smart.
What a performance from Patrick Schwanz. They currently occupy 4th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favorable starting spot?
You're spot on, Rob. Patrick Schwanz's current position of 4th is a testament to their skills and determination. Now, they face the challenge of maintaining their position against hungry rivals.
Eric Wolfs has put in a great effort and currently holds 5th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position?
I completely agree, Rob. Eric, Wolves has positioned themselves impressively in fifth. However, it's crucial for them to keep pushing to potentially improve their starting position.
Eric, Wolves is really showing what they're made of, landing in fourth during this nail-biting session.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about precision and nerve in qualifying. Every millisecond can make a difference on the grid. Let's see if they can squeeze out even more speed. Every fraction of a second counts. I am sure they can find a little extra in there.
Impressive display by D-Max, currently sitting in position 7. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position. Impressive work from Jack M team, who has claimed 6th on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position. A strong showing from D-Max as they currently sit in 7th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve. D-Max has completed their first flying lap in 1:19.579. Satan has secured a respectable 8th in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance? Satan has completed their outlap. It's an impressive showing by D-Max, currently in 6th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher?
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. DMAX's current position of 6th is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. Satan has completed their outlap. A solid performance from Eric, Wolves as they currently hold position 4. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid.
Absolutely, Rob. Eric, Wolves has shown great potential to secure 4th. It's now a matter of channeling that momentum into a strong performance during the race.
And there goes Patrick Schwanz, currently in position 5. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Patrick Schwanz's current position of 5th reflects their strong qualifying performance. Now, they'll need to strategize and capitalize on this starting position.
Patrick Schwanz might need to rethink their setup. That 118.617 isn't doing him any favors in 6th. Maybe tweaking the downforce for better grip could shave off a few precious seconds.
I agree, Rob. A bit more downforce on those corners at Silkmeadow could make a world of difference. But they'll have to be careful not to sacrifice too much top speed on the straights.
A solid qualifying performance by 101 Creative, positioning them in 4th at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners.
Absolutely, Rob. 101 Creative has put in a remarkable effort to secure 4th. The competition is fierce, and they'll need to stay focused to defend their position.
Satan has positioned themselves well in 9th during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start. What a performance from D-Max. They currently occupy 7th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favorable starting spot? DMAX's latest lap at 119.417 isn't cutting the mustard. They're sitting in 7th, which means there's a fair bit of ground to make up.
Yeah, Rob, it's a decent time, but in this game, decent won't get you to the podium. They'll need to dig deeper and find some extra pace.
Satan has put in a great effort and currently holds 9th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? Satan has just completed a lap in 122.087. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. Currently in 6th, Patrick Schwanz has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position.
You're spot on, Rob. Patrick Schwanz's current position of 6th is a testament to their skills and determination. Now, they face the challenge of maintaining their position against hungry rivals.
Satan has secured a respectable 9th in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance?
Spot on analysis, Rob. Satan has positioned themselves well in 9th. It's now crucial for them to maintain their focus and defend their position in the upcoming race.
Looks like Satan needs to put the pedal to the metal. That last lap times landed them in 9th. Not where they'd want to be, especially with the session ticking away.
True, Rob. It's all about incremental gains. Every 10th of a second counts, and they've got to squeeze every bit of performance out of that Nissan GT-R R35 Cup 2007.
Satan's clocking in at 120.579 isn't turning heads just yet. They're holding on to 9th, but with time running out, it's now or never.
They've got the skill, Rob, but they need to translate that into lap times. It's time to throw caution to the wind and go all out.
Seems like Satan's struggling to find the sweet spot with their Nissan GT-R R35 Cup 2007. Sitting in 9th with a time of 1:20.206, they might want to consider adjusting the suspension setup for better handling.
Yeah, tuning the suspension could improve cornering stability, Rob. It's all about finding that balance between agility and stability on a technical track like this. I'm thinking Satan could benefit from tweaking their tyre strategy. That last lap at 1:20.206 isn't cutting it for 9th. A switch to a softer compound might give them the edge they need. Spot on, Rob. A softer tire could provide that extra grip, but they'll have to manage tire wear carefully. It's a risky play, but it might just pay off. It's a very still day here at Silkmeadow as we're getting ready to get things underway. The calm before the storm. I don't know about you, Rob, but I can't wait to see who comes out on top of this one. 101 Creative will be feeling confident starting from pole position. Lining up in second is Sunrider. And in the third position, it's none other than Puppy Dog from Hell. Big things expected for Puppy Dog from Hell today. Our 4th place starter, Chris Ilduke, is poised to make a move towards the front. Patrick Schwanz is holding down the fort in 5th place. In the middle of the pack, we have Eric Wolf starting from the 6th position on the grid. Starting from the 7th position, D-Max will need to navigate through the field to challenge for the win. Jack M team has qualified 8th. Sitting in 9th is Satan. We've not seen the best from Satan yet. Lights gone, the gloves are up, and bloody oath, it's game on. You can feel the tension thick as Carolina barbecue sauce. These early moments, well, they can set the tone faster than a fiddle in a bluegrass band. As we watch the drivers fight it out in the first lap, I can already feel that this is going to be an epic race. The racing is normally closely fought here at Silkmeadow. I think we are in for a cracking race. Establishing an early advantage will be crucial to the outcome of this race. It's always intense racing here at Silkmeadow. Hold on to your hats, folks.
expected a slice of vanilla. DMAX is sitting pretty right where they started, comfy as a koala in a eucalyptus tree.
What a beautiful day for racing here at Silkmeadow. This is going to be good to watch.
You know, Hal, during a long race like this, how easy is it for a driver to experience a lapse in concentration?
It can be quite easy, Rob. With so many factors to consider and the intense focus required, even the most experienced drivers can have a momentary lapse. That's why mental training and staying in the zone are so important.
Hold on to your hats. D-Max is gunning for Chris Hill-Duke. Reckon we might see some cheeky moves on the next bend?
Mate, if I had $1 for every time DMAX looked like overtaking, I'd be sipping mojitos on a beach right now.
It's a close race between Patrick Schwanz and Puppy Dog from Hell in second.
Y'all see that? Patrick Schwanz is right on Puppy Dog from Hell's tail, and with the gap narrowing, T4 is going to be crucial.
If I had $1 for every time D-Max closed a gap like this, I'd have enough for a pint at the local. Get ready, Chris Hill-Duke, the thunder from down under is coming. The G-forces these drivers endure, especially around corners like T6, it's no joke. You'd think they're astronauts preparing for launch.
Oh, for sure. It's a testament to their fitness and training regimes. Each lap, pushing their bodies to the limit, all while making split-second decisions at blinding speeds. Respect.
You Americans have your drive-throughs. Here, DMAX is trying to make this a drive past on Chris Hill-Duke.
Well, let's see if they can supersize that pass, or if they'll just get a side of disappointment.
Get ready, folks. With Patrick Schwanz tailing this close to Sunrider, T3 is about to become a hotspot. Crikey, Patrick Schwanz is losing touch with Sunrider quicker than a kangaroo on a trampoline. The tension is palpable. Who will come out on top in this epic showdown? Blimey, Sunrider's cranking up the downforce, making every newton of force count. That gap's shrinking faster than my wallet at the pub. Well, 101 creative spinning like my life in 2020. Someone get him a map? Or a therapist? Not much room to breathe for Sunrider with Puppy Dog from Hell trailing so close. I reckon we'll see a move soon, especially at T2.
If things go wrong between Puppy Dog from Hell and Sunrider, they could be exchanging more than just paint, like maybe a strongly worded post-race chat.
It's a tale of two drivers right now. Breaking news, folks. Looks like Jack M team forgot they weren't at Bondi Beach, taking a dive like that.
Dang, Jackum team's swerving around like me chasing a sale at the car parts store. Always ends up being a wild ride.
This is what high-octane racing looks like. Sunrider is breathing down the neck of Puppy Dog from Hell, not giving him any room to relax. It seems like Sunrider is struggling. They are not able to maintain their pace.
Can Sunrider refocus and start putting in the lap times we know they're capable of?
We often hear drivers complaining about tire graining. Hal, can you explain what that means and how it affects car handling?
Graining occurs when small rubber particles roll up on the tire's surface, reducing grip and negatively affecting handling.
Wait, it's pedal to the metal for Sunrider, while Puppy Dog from Hell's still flipping through the radio channels. Alright, hold your horses. D-Max is really putting the heat on Chris Hill-Duke. If I were Chris Hill-Duke, I'd be checking those mirrors non-stop. Oh dear, Sunrider has dropped down to 4th. It's a dynamic landscape out there. Sunrider's shift to 5th is testament to that. Patrick Schwanz is showing off some serious moves, making Puppy Dog from Hell look like they're dancing with two left feet. It's a brilliant day for racing here at Silkmeadow. I'm really enjoying this.
This race is truly epic. What a treat to be sat here witnessing this spectacle.
Talk about intense. Sunrider is on Eric Wolf's bumper. We're in for a treat as they approach T6. This is what it's all about, folks. Eric Wolfs is in hot pursuit of Patrick Schwanz, who's just trying to stay ahead.
The chase between Eric Wolfs and Patrick Schwanz is like a high-speed game of tag, only the stakes are much higher.
In the grand chessboard of racing, sorry to cut in here. Well, that was a proper Barbie flip by Patrick Schwanz. Too much snagger, not enough bun.
Did the wind contribute to that? It's blowing at 5 kph out there right now.
No room for error here. Satan is breathing down the neck of Patrick Schwanz, waiting for the perfect chance to make their move.
You know what they say, keep your friends close, and your racing rivals even closer. Looks like Satan is taking that advice to heart today.
Satan just blitzed past Patrick Schwanz like they were standing still.
You see, it's moments like these that separate the champs from the chumps. And Satan's looking every bit the champ today.
It's like watching two predators circling each other, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce. Fair dinkum, Patrick Schwanz is finding those aerodynamic sweet spots. Could be adjusting that front wing angle to cut through the air like a hot knife through butter. It seems like Eric Wolfs has got the bit between their teeth, improving on Puppy Dog from Hell's lap time there.
Dang nabbit, Eric Wolfs is bringing some serious thunder with that lap. Wonder if Puppy Dog from Hell felt that tremor.
It's an intense battle for position as Sunrider tries to outmaneuver Eric Wolfs. This is edge of your seat racing. It's like David versus Goliath out there. Sunrider just slung a stone and gained ground, while Eric Wolfs is left searching for footing.
Yes, but they have to keep pushing hard. This race is far from over, and anything can happen. Sunrider needs to stay focused and keep driving with skill and determination.
Speaking of gambles, mate, what's your take on these mid-race fuel stop strategies? I reckon it's like deciding when to throw another shrimp on the barbie.
Timing is everything. Like deciding when to pull out the moonshine at a family reunion. Wait too long, and you'll miss the party.
Coming into T6, the fight for 5th is heating up. Who will be the first to blink?
This is getting heated. With Satan nipping at the heels of Patrick Schwanz, they're gonna make T6 one to remember.
Alright, lads and ladies, it's crunch time. D-Max is sniffing around Chris Duke like a dog with a bone. And it looks like they might just take a bite out of 7th.
That's right, Rob. The pressure is palpable. The fans are on the edge of their seats, waiting to see who will come out on top in this epic showdown.
Oh, this is getting intense. Patrick Schwanz is just behind Satan.
Patrick Schwanz is so close to Satan that if this were a dance floor, they'd be doing the tango.
Someone should tell Satan this ain't a Sunday drive. Patrick Schwanzer's tearing up the track. Mate, I've always thought choosing a tyre compound is a bit like choosing your favourite Aussie beer. Do you go for something robust that can last, or something that gives a quick hit but might wear out fast?
Well, I reckon it's more like our North Carolina barbecue sauces. Some like it sweet and long-lasting, others prefer that quick tangy kick. But I'll tell ya, getting it wrong is like biting into a pepper when you're expecting a blueberry.
Oi, Sunrider has just whipped out a blinder of a lap. Faster than Puppy Dog from Hell. Bet that's gonna ruffle some feathers. Whoa there, Satan is sticking to Patrick Schwanz like glue. You reckon Patrick Schwanzer's feeling the pressure? 'Cause I sure would.
They say rubbing is racing, but if Satan gets too close, they might end up trading carbon fiber souvenirs instead of positions.
Sunrider has just put in a faster lap than Puppy Dog from Hell, so that's going to give them something to worry about.
Well, butter me up and call me a biscuit. Sunrider is putting the pedal to the metal, making Puppy Dog from Hell eat some serious dust.
Oh, talk about a tango on tarmac. Satan is dancing closer and closer to Patrick Schwanz. You can feel the tension as they approach T6. Puppy Dog from Hell could be looking for a way up the inside of Sunrider. Bloody hell, Puppy Dog from Hell's tearing up the tarmac and just snatched second. Makes you want to crack a cold one in celebration.
Impressive. Puppy Dog from Hell is really showing their skill and determination out there.
A tough moment for Puppy Dog from Hell, who has just lost a place, dumping them down to third. We got a close battle as Patrick Schwanz closes in on Satan.
It's going to be a close one. Patrick Schwanz will have to push hard to create an opportunity.
Ripper of a move. Patrick Schwanz is not just in the race. They're owning it. Today, 5th. Aussies love a good underdog story. Any dark horses you're keeping an eye on for this race?
Well, every rodeo has its wild card. I've got a couple names in mind, but I'll keep them close to the vest for now.
Look at that gap. It's smaller than the difference between Vegemite and Marmite at this point. Puppy Dog from Hell in second is giving the leader no room to breathe.
Mate, it's so close. I reckon Puppy Dog from Hell can tell what brand of deodorant the leader's wearing. The next few laps are going to be pure, unadulterated racing magic.
We've certainly seen some of the drivers get it wrong today.
Anyone lost can just follow the trail of skid marks. I hear it's the latest form of GPS navigation.
Let's hope the other drivers don't follow suit. We might end up with a bumper car race instead of a high-speed competition.
At least we'd have something to fall back on.
Breaking update. It's looking good for Eric Wolfs, who has gained places and put some distance between themselves and Puppy Dog from Hell. Puppy Dog from Hell has the pedal to the metal chasing Eric Wolfs. Blimey, the talent on the track today is like watching kangaroos on steroids.
Yeah, and just like those kangaroos, these drivers can really hop into action. You reckon they've got a pocket full of secrets?
Struth, Puppy Dog from Hell's lap time's slower than a roo with a limp. Wonder if they've had a few too many frothies last night. Eric Wolfs is not waiting around to find out. The track conditions are looking good here today. The drivers will be able to push the cars to the limit, and it's going to make for some exciting racing. Hold on to your stubbies. D-Max is closing in on Patrick Schwanz like a bachelor at the end of a bucks night. Hope Patrick Schwanz either brought some lube or protection.
There's a razor-thin line between glory and disaster, and both drivers are dancing right on it.
Well, blow me down. DMAX's lap time just gave Patrick Schwanz a cheeky slap on the rear. Bet that left a mark.
Well, I'll be. DMAX is burning rubber like they're late for hoedown. Patrick Schwanz has got their work cut out for them.
This is edge of the seat stuff. Puppy Dog from Hell is relentlessly hunting down Eric Wolf's. Who'll blink first? Gee whiz, D-Max is breathing down Patrick Schwanz's neck. Wouldn't want to be in Patrick Schwanz's rearview mirror right now. It's getting crowded. Fantastic move from D-Max, who has just gained a position. Geez, Puppy Dog from Hell's on Eric. Wolf's his tail like a dunny door in a thunderstorm. But passing, that's another kettle of fish.
Puppy Dog from Hell is hunting, but Eric Wolf's is making that car wide, really wide. It's a tactical masterclass out there.
Would ya look at that? Eric Wolf's has thrown down the gauntlet. Puppy Dog from Hell, you gonna pick that up or just admire the view from behind?
Eric Wolf's is driving like they stole something, and that something is Puppy Dog from Hell's dignity. Ouch.
I've been analysing races for quite some time, and the sheer endurance of these drivers never ceases to amaze me.
Couldn't agree more. It's not just about physical stamina but mental fortitude. To stay sharp, lap after lap, especially with so many variables at play, it's a testament to their dedication and skill.
It's like watching a cheetah chase its prey. Puppy Dog from Hell's got Eric Wolf's in their crosshairs. If Puppy Dog from Hell doesn't pick up the pace, how? They'll be as relevant as an ashtray on a motorbike. In a race where seconds count, D-Max is counting on less of them between themselves and Chris Ilduke. Much like I'm counting on less seconds until lunchtime.
You know, DMAX reminds me of my dog chasing its tail, persistent and entertaining. But I hope for them, there's a better end result in sight.
Tyre degradation's a right pain in the arse, but DMAX is handling it like a champ. Getting real up close and personal with Chris Ilduke, aren't they?
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. DMAX is using that draft from Chris Ilduke real effectively, shaving off tenths every lap.
Tell ya what, Patrick Schwanz is trailing like my mate Dave after a bender. Hope there's no random testing today. Patrick Schwanz and D-Max have a gap between them that's growing like Jack's beanstalk. We're talking 61.7 seconds now. You know, Rob, these pit stops always amaze me. Just a few seconds, and they change tyres, refuel, adjust settings. It's like a well-choreographed dance.
Absolutely, and the precision. One slight misstep, and it could cost the race. It's an art and a testament to the pit crew's relentless training and coordination.
As we come into the final moments of this epic race, Sunrider is in the lead. Can they stay calm and bring home the bacon? The leader has just finished the race. A fantastic result for Sunrider.
What a display of skill and precision.
Some might say that second place is the first loser, but Eric, Wolf certainly doesn't see it that way. They put in a phenomenal effort and should be proud of their impressive result.
Impressive performance. They pushed themselves to the limit for a fantastic second place finish.
What a race from Puppy Dog from Hell. They kept their cool and secured a well-earned third place on the podium. Finishing 4th, 5th, and 6th is Satan, Chris Ilduke, and D-Max. Taking 7th is Patrick Schwanz. You've joined us on a breezy day here at Silkmeadow, as we're getting ready to kick things off.
The drivers are looking focused out there on the grid. I'm excited for this one, Rob.
Sunrider is on pole. Starting from the second position on the grid, we have Eric Wolfs.
Another good start for the Belgian driver.
Holding strong in third place is Puppy Dog from Hell. On the fourth grid slot we have Satan. In fifth place, we have Chris Ilduke.
The Dutch driver will be focused on a good result from here.
D-Max will be looking to gain ground quickly as they start from 6th on the grid.
But sometimes the underdog can surprise you. Let's see what they've got in the tank.
From the middle of the pack, we have Patrick Schwanz in 7th place on the starting grid.
It's the mediums tires for Patrick Schwanz.
Jack M team is going to be starting from 8th.
Who knows? They could be the dark horse that steals the show.
Struth, the lights are dimmed, and it's time to do the Antipodean Tango. Whack that pedal and let's see some scholarly racing.
This is where the driver's true abilities will be put to the test. Staying calm and collected while pushing for the lead is the ultimate challenge.
These early salvos will shape the outcome of this race. The stewards will be hoping that there aren't too many incidents for them to pick over when the dust settles on this one.
All the drivers will be jostling for the best position, Rob. Some of them may not make it to the second lap in one piece.
Bit of a cruisy start for Patrick Schwanz, just filling out the track at Silkmeadow. You know, like a dingo sussing out the lay of the land. Settling into a rhythm is going to be crucial here.
No rush, no fuss for Jack M team. In the South, we appreciate taking a moment to breathe, and that's just what they're doing at 8. We'll see how things spice up.
I tell you what, Jack M team has got more problems than a maths book right now. Chris Ilduke is leaving them in a cloud of dust. You ever ponder how these drivers manage the heat, especially in the tight cockpit? It's hotter than a ruse pouch in midday sun.
8? Ruse what? I mean, yeah, it's gotta be like driving in Arizona with the heater on, right?
Things are heating up as Patrick Schwanz closes in on Eric Wolfs. The gap between them is down to practically nothing.
The slightest mistake from either driver could lead to a meeting with the barriers, and nobody wants an impromptu autograph session with the wall.
Patrick Schwanz is giving it a red-hot go, but can't seem to muster the pace to keep up with Eric. Oops, it's like chasing a roux on a motorbike. So, when you were racing, ever have to do the old nature call dash during a red flag?
Haha, you mean a pit stop for the driver and not the car? Once or twice, you learn to time your drinks, and hope for a long caution. Doesn't always work out though.
The crowd is on its feet as Chris Ilduke chases down Patrick Schwanz through T7.
With the way Chris Ilduke is stalking Patrick Schwanz, you'd think they're trying to figure out what they had for breakfast this morning.
Bloody oath, Chris Ilduke is flat out like a lizard drinking, gnawing into the gap to Patrick Schwanz down to a scant 0.3 seconds.
With every lap, I can see Chris Ilduke making micro-adjustments on that steering wheel, refining traction control. They're itching to show Patrick Schwanz their taillights.
It's a thrilling pursuit as Patrick Schwanz is right behind Eric Wolfs, keeping the pressure on for 4th place.
This battle between Patrick Schwanz and Eric Wolfs is so intense, you could cut the tension with a knife, or should I say, with a front wing.
Blimey, Eric, Wolves might want to check the rear view. Patrick Schwanzer's creeping up like an ex on social media.
Reminds me of the Friday night dances back home. Eric. Wolfs is trying to lead the dance, but Patrick Schwanz is stepping on those heels.
Breaking development. Oh, mate. That's how the old man used to drive after a couple of bevies at the pub. Not the right line, but definitely entertaining. The adrenaline is pumping as Patrick Schwanz gets within striking distance of Eric. Wolves in their race for fourth. Stone the Crows. Patrick Schwanzer's going faster than a roo on the hop. Eric, Wolves has got to step up their game now. As we enjoy seeing these titans of the track battle it out, let's not forget about the pit crews. Those guys and girls are like a well-oiled machine themselves.
Absolutely. They're the unsung heroes of the racing world. But you know what they say, behind every great driver is an even greater pit crew.
The fans are on the edge of their seats. It doesn't get any closer than this.
As a former driver, I can tell you there's nothing quite like the adrenaline rush when you're this close to your rival, ready to make your move.
The gap between D-Max and Jack M team is razor thin as they vie for sixth in this nail-biting contest. Oh, the pressure's on for D-Max. Trapped between Chris Ilduke 0.1 seconds away and Jack M team just ahead with a gap of 0.2 seconds, they must defend their position while seeking an opportunity to advance.
No doubt about it, Rob. The gaps to the cars ahead and behind are like a constant reminder for DMAX. They need to maintain their pace to defend their position and potentially make a move.
This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit. Looking at the lap times, Jack M team is not on pace with D-Max. Can they turn it around?
Hot dog. Jack M team's gotta pick up their boots and scoot. DMAX is in the fast lane, probably whistling Dixie.
You know, Hal, as a former racing driver yourself, can you give us some insights into what goes through a driver's mind during these quieter moments in a race?
Sure, Rob. During these moments, drivers often take the opportunity to assess their race strategy, monitor their car's performance, and plan their next move. It's all about staying focused and finding the right time to strike.
It's a game of inches now as Patrick Schwanz tails Eric. Wolves closely, ready to capitalize on any mistake. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Jack M team is proper nipping at DMAX's heels. Are they thinking of making a lunge? Only time will tell. Here's some action. Eric, Wolves is tailgating Patrick Schwanz so close, it's like they're sharing the same set of wheels as they near T4. Eric, Wolves needs to get more consistent. Hell, they have just put in a slower lap than Patrick Schwanz. Hold on to your hats, folks. Jack M team is right on the heels of D-Max, and we're in for a wild ride. It looks like Jack M team is making a move. The gap to D-Max is now down to 0.4 seconds.
Dang, Jack M team's fuel strategy and conservation of those brakes is spot on. They're inching closer to DMAX like a hound on a hot dog.
Blimey, Patrick Schwanz is closing in on Puppy Dog from hell like they owe them money. This duel is going to light up T3. Jack M team seems to be putting the pressure on D-Max. The action is non-stop as Patrick Schwanz shadows Puppy Dog from Hell through every twist and turn, determined to claim third.
And it's not just about skill and talent. It's about who has the nerves of steel to handle the pressure and make the right decisions at the right time.
Oh my, Eric. Wolfs is hot on the tail of Patrick Schwanz. As they come into T7, I'm sure they may have a cheeky peek up the inside. This is where legends are made. Which driver will rise to the occasion to claim victory? What a move. Patrick Schwanz has moved up to third.
That kind of move? That's what happens when you mix horsepower with a dash of southern charm.
Tough break for Patrick Schwanz, who has just lost a position. Things are getting spicy as Eric Wolfs is breathing down Puppy Dog from Hell's neck. The gap? Mate, you couldn't slide a credit card between them.
It's a battle of nerves now. Who will make the first mistake? Eric Wolfs or Puppy Dog from Hell? This is high-stakes racing.
D-Max wants to find a way round Jack M team.
Do they have the speed for a move? And more importantly, do they have the talent?
The tension is palpable. Who will come out on top in this epic showdown?
And the drivers know it too, Rob. They're giving it everything they've got, and you can see them pushing the limits of the car's capabilities.
It's a close race between D-Max and Jack M team in 6th.
Should things go awry, DMAX and Jack M team might find themselves giving a whole new meaning to the term tandem drifting, though I doubt they'd enjoy it as much as the spectators.
Mate, DMAX is really giving it a burl out there. Ripping it up like a croc in a waterfall.
I tell ya, I haven't seen that kind of ferocity since my days at Indy. But you Aussies, always gotta bring up the wildlife, huh?
Hold on to your hats. Eric Wolfs is gunning for Puppy Dog from Hell. Reckon we might see some cheeky moves on the next bend? Looks like Eric Wolfs remembered to twist that anti-roll bar, giving him better cornering. If they get any closer to Puppy Dog from Hell, they'll be seeing what they had for brekkie.
I've seen drivers fight G-forces, fatigue, and mental strain. But Eric Wolfs is doing more than just enduring, they're thriving. Puppy Dog from Hell better check that rearview mirror.
Patrick Schwanz is giving it their all as they chase down Eric Wolfs in P4. Bloody hell, Patrick Schwanz has got to get the wind back in their sails. They're mucking about while Eric Wolfs is off having a barbie with the lead. It's a battle of wills out there, each driver trying to outsmart and outmaneuver the other.
Now, that's some driving, y'all. Jack M team is putting the pressure on DMAX. It's like watching a cat stalk a bird. They're inching closer with every turn.
Now isn't this a show? Patrick Schwanz has gotten the bit between their teeth, and they're reeling in Eric Wolfs. Look at him, hold up a mo, blimey. Patrick Schwanz has just thrown another shrimp on the barbie of mishaps. This one's burnt.
Racing at Silkmeadow's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Today, Patrick Schwanz got the lemon.
This is what high-octane racing looks like. Jack M team is breathing down the neck of D-Max, not giving him any room to relax. The intensity is off the charts as Eric Wolfs hounds Puppy Dog from Hell, both drivers pushing themselves to the absolute limit. Blimey, Patrick Schwanz is so far back, they might as well stop for a beer at the pub. If they spot my ex there, tell them to drive faster. Alright, hold your horses. Jack M team is really putting the heat on D-Max. If I were D-Max, I'd be checking those mirrors non-stop. This is what it's all about, folks. Eric Wolfs is in hot pursuit of puppy dog from hell, who's just trying to stay ahead. Buckle up. Jack M team is all over D-Max like a cheap suit. Are we about to see some wheel-to-wheel action? Wow, Eric Wolfs is really pushing hard to catch up to puppy dog from hell. There's blood in the water for third place. Well, butter my biscuit. Eric Wolfs is no slouch, mate. That lap time's gonna give puppy dog from hell some grey hairs.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Eric Wolfs is turning this race into a barn burner. Puppy dog from hell's gotta dig deep now.
Hey, Hal, you've had your fair share of races with little action. How did you handle the situation back in your racing days?
Well, Rob, patience is key in such scenarios. You need to stay focused and be ready to seize any opportunity that comes your way. It's like a game of chess at 200 miles per hour.
It's an intense battle for position as Eric Wolfs tries to outmaneuver puppy dog from hell. This is edge of your seat racing.
If Eric Wolfs pushes too hard, they might find themselves exploring the scenic route, and nobody's got time for sightseeing during a race.
Stone the Crows. Jack M team's in 7th, but if I know them, DMAX is gonna cop an Aussie-style sneak attack real soon. Good news for Jack M team, the gap to D-Max has decreased. It's now down to 1.2 seconds. Alright, lads and ladies, it's crunch time. Eric Wolfs is sniffing around puppy dog from hell like a dog with a bone. And it looks like they might just take a bite out of third. Blimey, Jack M team is sticking to D-Max like a kangaroo to her Joey. At this rate, they'll be side by side as they hit T7. As rubber meets road and strategy meets luck, Patrick Schwanz is etching their story in 5th. Oh, this is getting intense. Jack M team is just behind D-Max. Jack M team is not able to keep their pace consistent. So far they are 1.13 seconds down.
Can Jack M team refocus and start putting in the lap times we know they're capable of?
Now that's how it's done. Jack M team rips through the track, while D-Max watches the tail lights fade. D-Max appears to be trying to find a way round Jack M team. They could make a move on them in T6. Talk about being caught in the middle. D-Max is sandwiched between their rivals, Chris Ilduke 0.1 seconds behind and Jack M team 0.1 seconds ahead. The battle for position is on.
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. The gaps to the cars ahead and behind are crucial pieces of information for DMAX's race strategy. It's a delicate dance, and they must remain vigilant.
We got a close battle as Jack M team closes in on D-Max.
You reckon DMAX is sweating bullets yet, Rob? Because I'd be needing a towel by now with Jack M team right behind me.
No room for error here. Eric Wolf's is breathing down the neck of Puppy Dog from hell, waiting for the perfect chance to make their move. The gap between Eric, Wolf's and Puppy Dog from hell is getting smaller. It's a thrilling pursuit as Jack M Team is right behind D-Max, keeping the pressure on for 6th place.
If this battle ends in tears, it could be like watching a high-speed domino effect, but let's hope they keep it clean and avoid any unplanned games.
You reckon these drivers do any off-track training? Maybe a bit of kangaroo boxing?
Haha, if they do, sign me up. But I think most stick to wrestling.
Breaking alert, a great pass from Jack M Team as they pick off other drivers and move up the field. Meanwhile, D-Max has lost ground. Look at this, D-Max is practically drafting off Jack M Team. With the gap this small, T1 is going to be a real test.
This is the moment where legends are made. These drivers will go down in history as the ones who fought tooth and nail for the top spot.
DMAX is on the back foot here, struggling to keep up with Jack M Team like a dingo after a roadrunner. Watching the drivers handle their cars is like watching a croc handler at a wildlife show. There's a finesse to it. But one wrong move, and you're in a world of hurt.
Oh, for sure. It's like trying to rope a bull in a rodeo. It looks easy from the stands, but up close, it's all about skill, timing, and knowing when it's about to let go.
This is where the true champions shine, and Eric, Wolf's is certainly showing their class in the final sector. The gap between Sunrider and Satan is not insurmountable, but it's going to take a mistake from Sunrider to bring Satan into play. The leader has done it. What an incredible performance from Sunrider, who was simply untouchable today. This is a race that will go down in the history books. What a drive from Satan, securing a great second place finish. That was an outstanding performance from Puppy Dog from hell. They fought hard and took the final spot on the podium. In 4th, 6th, and 7th, it's Eric, Wolf's, Jack M Team, and D-Max. Patrick Schwanz brings home 5th.